Welcome students, we are going to start off a chapter number 10 which is relevant to the part of the physics which is a very important. We are going to see about the first chapter that is called the light reflection and refraction. Here we can see verify the object of the world around us. We are unable to see anything in a dark room. So here in this chapter we are going to see about a one simple thing which we have learned in our primary section, that light travels in a straight line. Based on this, we had created a certain law which we are going to learn in this particular part, which is a very important for your higher study if you will take science as a career. Here an object reflects light that falls on it. An object reflects light that falls on it. The reflecting light when received by our eyes enable us to see things. ये क्लियरली ये बता रहे हैं कि कोई भी चीज़ जो हमें नज़र आती है, weird when light falls, white light falls on that particular things, then certain amount of the lights is going to be get absorbed, remaining will be a reflect. That reflected light was captured by our eyes, and due to that we are able to see the object. Is a really a very wonderful phenomena among all, and based on these our main sensory organ, that is a eyes, is working on this principle. Here we are going to see a plenty of the wonderful phenomena along with this. Light such as an image formation by mirror, twinkling of the stars, beautiful color of the rainbow, being of a light by a medium, and so on. Here properties of the light help us to explore them. By observing the common optical phenomena around us, we may conclude that light seems to be travel in a straight line. ये मेन चीज़ जो हम पढ़े थे in our primary section. Based on this we have to learn everything. So the fact that a small source of a light casts a sharp shadow of a opaque object points to this straight line path of the light, usually indicated as a ray of the light. This is called as a ray of the light. Here, if a opaque object is coming in a path, then it is going to create a shadow that we have learned over here. So an effect knows the diffraction of the light. यानी अगर मैं कोई ऑब्जेक्ट रखता हूँ तो पैरेलली इसके आजू बाजू भी मुझे कुछ दूसरे segments, या we can say some light phenomena is going to be seen. So the explanation of the phenomena such as a diffraction. Light is thought of as a wave, detail of which we will study in a higher class, which is going to be attached with a standard 12th science. Along with this, here in the beginning of the 20th century, it becomes to know that wave theory of the light often becomes inadequate for a treatment of the interaction of the light with a matter. Light often behaves somewhat like a stream of the particle. Please remember this word, stream of the particle, which is known as a beam of light. Another name is beam of light. This confusion about the true nature of the light continued for some years till a modern quantum theory of the light emerged. Means one another part of the physics is developed, that is called as a quantum physics, and is of this theory, quantum theory of the light, emerge, in which light is neither a wave nor a particle. So it is having a dual nature, we can say. So the new theory reconcile the particle properties of the light with a wave nature. It is a dual nature, we can say. In this chapter we are going to see about first part, which is very important. Three phenomena is taking place. One is absorption, one is a reflection, and third is a refraction. Here we are going to see a very important part. One first part is a reflection. Reflection होना मतलब किसी चीज़ पे रेज ऑफ द लाइट गिर के उसका वापस से रिवर्स होना. It is something like that. A ball, when you throw on a wall, it comes back, bounce back. That type of the phenomena is also taking place, but that is only for understanding. Here certain rules it is going to be followed. A highly polished surface such as a mirror reflect most of the light falling on it. So you are already familiar with the law of reflection of light. We had seen that it travels in a straight line. Here, let us see about the first part. That you have learned in standard 8. Let us recall this law. The angle of the incidence is equal to the angle of reflection, and the incident ray, the normal by the mirror at the point of the incident and the reflected ray all lie in the same plane. Concept ये कहना चाहता है कि if this mirror has been put it over here, any light passes through it, then this is called as an incident ray. So I will write with a I. The part which is perpendicular to this, the part which is perpendicular is called as a normal. So I will write N for this, and this is called as an angle of reflection, R. Angle of reflection, that is called as an R. Here angle of I is always equal to the angle of R. Angle of I is equal to angle of R. This if first statement gives at the same time all are lying in same plane. Means angle of incident, angle of reflection and normal, they all are lying in a same plane. अगर कोई भी रेस सीधा परपेंडिकुलर आता है, it is going to move back in the same direction. Angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Based on this, we'll once again write these 2 points. It is having a weightage of 2 marks in exams, number 1 and number 2. Write the law of reflection from a plane mirror. Angle of I equal to R. So we can write it over here in a small. I is equal to R. So we are able to remember it in a proper way. At the same time, I, N and R lying in a same plane. In same plane. So with the short statement, we are able to remember these 2 topics. Now these law of the reflection are applicable to all type of the reflecting surface, including a spherical surface. You are familiar with formation of the image by a plane mirror. What are the properties of the image? Now image formed by a plane mirror is always make a box. It is a virtual and erect, and the size of the image is equal to the size of the object. If my height is around 5 feet, or I can say a 5.6, then the image which I am going to form in a mirror is also the same. So 5.6 का height वाला ही मेरे जितने ही height वाला object, or same thing I am able to see in plane mirror, which usually we can see in our almirah. Might be have seen at your home also, or in a mirror which you have been used widely for a dressing table used by your mother while doing a makeup or something like that. So image is a virtual and erect. Size of the image is equal to that of the object, and the image for is a behind the mirror. If I am standing at a 1 meter away from the mirror, then my image is going to be formed 1 meter inside the mirror. So total distance between image and object is equal to 1 plus 1, that is going to give you 2. So behind the mirror, as the object is in front of it, so image is laterally inverted. Please remember this word. You have to remember certain terminology, because in standard 10th 9th में ये चीज़ नहीं था, and in 8th standard might be you have learned with a old curriculum of GSCB. Here you are going to learn certain terms, so you have to make a practice by writing this type of the terminology here, in particularly physics, chemistry and biology plus environmental science. Total 4 parts are there. Terminology and proper word is a very important, so to improve that particular thing, it is a necessary to write it down twice and thrice. Then and then only you are able to recollect the particular word. Literally inverted. Now image has been reflecting surface are curved. Let us explain. Take a large shining spoon. एक चम्मच ले लीजिए. ट्राई टू व्यू योर फेस. अब उसके दो साइड से अगर आप देखोगे, इट इज़ ए स्मॉलर और ए लार्जर, डिपेंड्स ऑन ए इमेज हाउ डज इट इज चेंज. हियर आई वुड लाइक टू एक्सप्लेन यू सर्टेन थिंग. That is a, suppose I am taking a spoon. Here this is a polished surface, so I am going to get the image over here. This type of the lens, there is a inside, so we can say a concave. We can say concave. And if the same part well polished from inside, so this particular type of the things is called है ना convex. क्या बोलेंगे इसको? Convex. Cave means गुफा, so concave, this is called as a convex. Here the nature of the image formed is totally different. ये पूरा एक जगह पे इकट्ठा करने के लिए ट्राई करेगा, that is called as a concave, where it is going to be, जो लाइट इसके पे फॉल होगा उसको पूरा फैला देगा, so that is called as a convex. Now let us see in deep as per the text. So it is a very easy to remember it, like you can use some cave, concave, so you are easily able to remember it. or a convex, if you will see a spoon जैसा shape है, if outer part is a polished then concave, if inner part is a polished then it is a convex. Now based on this, the curved surface of a shining spoon could be considered as a concave mirror. Most commonly used type of a curved mirror in the spherical mirror, and a reflecting surface of such mirror can be considered to form a part of the surface of a sphere. Such a mirror whose reflecting surface are spherical are called spherical mirror. We shall now study about a spherical mirror in detail. Now यही जो चीज़ आपको अभी बताया, सेम थिंग वी आर गोइंग टू सी ओवर हियर. दिस ए कॉनकेव एंड दिस अ कॉन्वेक्स, जहाँ पे यहाँ पे लाइट फॉल होगा, यहाँ पे लाइट फॉल होगा, एंड ड्यू टू दैट विच टाइप ऑफ द इमेज वी आर गोइंग टू गेट, दैट विल सी हियर फ्रॉम द डायग्राम. You may have to understand that the surface of the spoon curved inwards can be approximated to a concave mirror, and the surface of the spoon bulged outward can be approximated to be a convex mirror. So before we move further on a spherical mirror, we need to recognize and understand the meaning of a few terms commonly used to discuss about the spherical mirror. तो उसके लिए हमको पूरा इंफॉर्मेशन कलेक्ट करना पड़ेगा. दैट इज कॉल्ड एज अ पोल और ए फोकल लेंथ and a center of curvature that we have to learn, and for that we have to learn a Cartesian sign rules with the help of this. Now to understand these particular things, it is necessary that suppose if I am preparing a one lens, मुझे एक मिरर बनाना है, तो हाउ आई कैन प्रिपेयर? आई हैव टू टेक वन ए बॉल टाइप ऑफ द ऑब्जेक्ट. फ्रॉम दैट आई विल टेक ए सर्टेन पार्ट, आई विल कट इट फ्रॉम हियर. आई हैव टेकन दिस पर्टिकुलर पार्ट which is this, and if I will polish this particular part, it is going to become a concave mirror. If same part, if I am taking same part and I will polish from inside, it is going to give me a convex convex mirror. Here the center of that whole ball type of the object is called as a C. That is called as a C. So this is called as a radius of that whole object, we can say R. Half of this is called as a focal length. Half of this is called as a focal length, and based on that we have to normal जो होगा that is called as a P. That point name has been given, usually P. If I am drawing over here, this is called as a P. This total part is called as a R, and half of this R by 2 is equal to F. That is called as a focal length. Here we are going to summarize this whole part in a proper way, and based on this we are going to get the image of this particular concave mirror as well as convex mirror. ये कंसेप्ट है मेन. वन इज सी जो उसको परपेंडिकुलर है, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज पी, जहाँ पे रखा जाता है एड्रेस, एंड दिस डिस्टेंस इज कॉल्ड एज रेडियस आर. आर बाय 2 इज इक्वल टू एफ, जो इसका मिड पॉइंट होगा. दैट इज ऑलवेज ए मिड पॉइंट इज कॉल्ड एज फोकल लेंथ ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर थिंग्स. सेम इज एप्लीकेबल ओवर हियर ऑल्सो. Now, as per the text, reflecting surface of the spherical mirror forms a part of the sphere. The sphere has a center. Point is called the center of the curvature of the spherical mirror. It is represented by the letter that is C. Please note that the center of the curvature is not a part of the mirror. Why? Because it is a hollow, no? So we have to just assume, and we are able to get the C. Now, on the center of the curvature is not a part of a mirror. It lies outside its reflecting surface. This center of the curvature of the concave mirror lie in front of it. It lie behind the mirror in case of convex mirror. Just we have seen it is lie behind, पीछे की तरफ जाएगा इसमें convex में, और concave में inside. This is from this side ना. This part is going to behave as a mirror. So यहाँ पीछे की तरफ जाएगा सेंटर, यहाँ पे अंदर की तरफ है मिरर का. Here C is a imaginary and it is going to lie, the center of the curvature of the concave mirror lie in front of it. Center of the curvature of the concave mirror lie in front of it. It lies behind the mirror in case of convex mirror. Please remember these two statements. You may note that in a figure 10.2a and b are of the spherical sphere of which the reflecting surface is a spherical mirror forms a part. It is called the radius of the curvature of the mirror. It is represented by the letter R, that is called the radius. You may note that the distance PC is equal to the radius of curvature, so we are denoting with R. At the same time, image of a straight line passing through the pole and the center of the curvature of the spherical mirror, this line is called principal axis. So we are denoting this with the help of P. This is called the principal axis. So we are denoting it with P. Spherical mirror, this line is called the principal axis. Remember that principal axis is normal to the mirror as it pole. तो हमने प्लेन मिरर में जो दिखा था नॉर्मल, दैट इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड एज ना पोल वाला पार्ट के अंदर कंसिडर किया जाएगा. नाउ लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड एन इंपॉर्टेंट टर्म रिलेटेड टू ए मिरर थ्रू एक्टिविटी. नाउ डू नॉट लुक एट द सन डायरेक्टली बिकॉज इसके रेस थोड़े हार्मफुल होते हैं एंड इट मे डैमेज टू योर आई. एक कॉन्केव मिरर लेंगे एंड ट्राई टू रिफ्लेक्टिंग सरफेस टुवर्ड्स द सन. डायरेक्ट द लाइट रिफ्लेक्ट बाय द मिरर on the sheet of the paper held close to the mirror. Move to the sheet of the paper back and forth gradually and try to spot all the light at one particular place. Hold the mirror and paper in the same position for a few minutes. What do you observe? Here they are telling to create is something like this. Suppose I am taking a one concave mirror. This is called as the principal axis. rays which is coming from a sun. If I will try to collect it, all the rays which is coming on this, and I will manage to create at one particular point that whole rays reflection. If it will come at one particular point after reflection, we will put one piece of the paper. Because of the huge amount of the rays which is going to fall over here, it is going to be catch fire because of huge amount of heat. So here, why this phenomena is taking place, that we have to check it out, and for this activity has been given. The paper at a first begins to burn, producing a smoke. Eventually it may even catch a fire. Why does it burn? The light from the sun is converged at a point at a sharp. Here one point you have to remember, that we have already learned that light is having a dual nature, stream of a particle. So because of the dual nature, modern quantum theory के through we are able to find it out, it is having a dual nature, wave as well as a particle. So they are collecting, and due to that it is going to catch a fire. Sun at the, we are going to spot of the light in the image of the sun on the sheet of the paper. This point is the focus of a concave mirror. The heat produced due to the concentration of the sunlight, the paper. The distance of the image from the position of the mirror gives the approximate value of the focal length of the mirror. Now let us understand to observe with the help of a ray diagram. यहाँ से जो rays straight pass हुए, they all are going to pass from the focal length. Any rays which is a parallel to the principal axis is always going to pass from focal length. Rays parallel to the principal axis is going to pass from focal length. This is diagram number 1. Same thing in diagram number 2. Now help of a ray diagram 10.2 में number of the rays parallel to the principal axis are falling on a concave mirror. Observe the reflected ray. These are all meeting, intersecting at a point on the principal axis of the mirror. This point is called as a principal focus of the concave mirror. I told you that is A, R by 2 is equal to F. So this point is called as a focal length, which is half of this. Same thing had been explained with the help of a activity 10.2. So point is called as a principal focus of the concave mirror. Similarly observe in 10.2. But when will reflected ray appear common from a point of the principal axis, मैं इसको imaginary rays को पीछे लेके जाऊंगा, where they are meeting, that is called as a focal length. The point is called the principal focus of the convex mirror, and the principal focus is represented by the letter F. Distance between the pole and the principal focus of the spherical mirror is called focal length. It is represented by the letter small f. Here, after that, the reflecting surface of the spherical mirror is by a large spherical. The surface then has a circular outline. So D of the reflecting surface of the spherical mirror is called aperture. Aperture मतलब वो चीज़ जिसके अंदर से ये बना हुआ है. This is one another terminology which you have to remember, from where that particular mirror had been prepared is called aperture. Part which has been collected from this particular object, this part which we had collected, so this whole part is called as an aperture. 10.2. distance mn represent the aperture. We shall consider in our discussion only such spherical mirror whose aperture is a much smaller than its radius of curvature. Is there a relationship between a radius of a curvature r and focal length of f? Yes, that we have already proved that a spherical mirror of the small aperture, radius of the curvature is found to be equal to the twice of the focal length. As I have already told you, r by 2 is equal to f. So r is equal to क्या हो जाएगा 2f. This implies the principal focus of the spherical mirror lie midway between pole and center of the curvature. Up to this particular part, whatever things we have learned in 10.1, it is pertaining to the basic informations pertaining to the what exactly that terms is known. One we have learned is a concave mirror, convex mirror, what is a center of the curvature, what is a radius, what is a principal axis, and what is the focal length, that we have learned in this particular part, along with one very important things that is called as a rule, which we have seen for the plane mirror. So we have learned about two particular things. One is relevant to the different type of the mirror. Along with this remaining part, we are going to see it tomorrow, image formation by spherical mirror. Before that, for activity purpose, just read this part twice, and if you have any query, please revert on my mobile number 9638229462. Thank you very much for being with me. Thank you.